Well, yes, I suppose you could say that teaching can be a little perilous at times. I mean, even somewhere like here at Hotch Academy for boys. In fact, there have indeed been some very close encounters of the near disastrous kind. Like the time myself and one of the other masters took a group of boys camping on Elfia Hill, only to be caught in one of the worst storms North Compass has ever known. Luckily, all four boys survived, though the same cannot be said for my fellow master, Professor Monroe, who, despite heroically gathering the boys to safety, was sadly never seen again. He simply vanished, you see, in the lightning and thunder, and his body was never found. In fact, there's a statue in the main hall, you probably saw it, to commemorate his valiant efforts to protect the children under his care. And did you know, I was once accidentally dosed with a dangerously high quantity of magic mushrooms. And on another occasion, young Master Sudbury, no, not the current Lord Sudbury, his illegitimate son. Well, I found out some days later that he had spiked my drink with a rather strong synthetic LSD, which resulted in my thinking that I had finally discovered the entrance to the legendary underground kingdom of the Badger Men, only to find out later, when my sanity had returned, that I'd been unceremoniously deposited in the school crypt so that none of the boys could hear my apparently incoherent screams. And of course, there was the time I was pranked into thinking that one of the first-year boys had fallen down the well, the one at the back of the old servants' quarters. You see, I'd heard a voice calling out from the shadowy depths, saying his name was Michael Roch, first-year student, and that he'd accidentally fallen and hurt his leg. Now, obviously, given my experience as a cave crawler, I'd grabbed some ropes, and with the help of Mr. Smith, the school caretaker, I descended the inky depths of the well. But when I reached the bottom, instead of a little boy with a broken leg, I found a walkie-talkie. In fact, now that I think about it, we eventually discovered that Master Sudbury was behind those shenanigans as well. You know, if I'm honest, the Sudburys have always been a problem here, and we usually find that they are the ones behind any wrongdoings. I can only hope that when the parents of the next generation of Sudburys apply to have their younglings join the school, that the school board stand firm and say, "No thank you." But getting back to your original question, and I would have to say yes. In my many years here at Hotch Academy for boys, there have been more than a few close calls, but it's all par for the course, as it were. After all, no one ever said teaching would be easy.